So for today's video, guys, you're getting an awesome video because I'm making two different kinds of desserts, okay? We're making some box brownies. These are my favorite. These double chocolate Ghirardelli brownies are really good if you like dark chocolate, if you really want like a nice chocolate flavor. These are my favorite brownies. But then if you also want to be on the healthier side, you want to make something that tastes really good with some coffee in the morning, it's soft, it's more than just a regular chocolate chip or a brownie, I'm going to make some brown sugar, cinnamon, oatmeal apple cookies. That's a mouthful, but I promise it's going to taste awesome, and I'm so excited for you guys to see this. Actually, I got this recipe from my friend Marisol. So Marisol, if you're watching, shout out to you because they're my favorite ever since she made them. This is kind of tricky, guys, because I'm making two things and I don't know, I kind of just want to get it out the way, so I'm making them. The brownies need to be cooked at 325, the cookies at 350, but we're just going to settle it at 325, and that just means my cookies might take a little longer, but that's fine. So let's walk right over to my oven and we're going to make sure to turn it on. I'm going to set it to 325. If you get cold, guys, just start doing jumping jacks. Warm yourself up really quick. You're gonna need some brown sugar. You're gonna need some applesauce, a Honeycrisp apple, unsalted butter, baking soda. Guys, Fran's pointing out the pizza that my family left right there. If you live with your family, you know the reality of the situation. Yeah, so oats and then some cinnamon. I feel like this could be last because it's so quick. 1 egg for my brownies that we will need. And then for the brownies, I like to substitute the vegetable oil that it asks for some organic coconut oil. I feel like it tastes just as good. And then that's pretty much it. And then you're just gonna need water. So we're gonna use 1/4 of a cup of unsalted butter. These are pretty tiny, but I think I still have to cut them. So if you guys have this one, you're gonna wanna cut it right down the middle since it's 8 tablespoons and we basically need 4 tablespoons or 1/4. Since we're gonna need to melt it, I'm gonna put it in the microwave so that it can melt. Our butter is melted, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our brown sugar. We will be using 1/2 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna toss it in there. And then we will be using 1/3 cup of applesauce. And then we're gonna start stirring it together. This is the kind of consistency you wanna have, something still with the applesauce, still really runny. Our last thing that we're gonna add is just a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm just eyeballing it, guys, because I've baked these already, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. I feel like I added a teeny bit more than a teaspoon, but that's okay. We're gonna mix that together and we're gonna set that aside. Okay, so then once you have your wet ingredients all mixed up, you're gonna wanna mix up your dry ingredients. We're gonna start with flour. You're gonna use 3/4 cup of just some all-purpose flour. You're gonna wanna add 1 cup and 1/4 cup of old-fashioned oats, and then another 1/4. Toss that in there. You're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So for the baking soda, I think that's good. For the cinnamon, I think that's good. I feel like with the cinnamon, I add a little bit more because it always tastes really good. And then for some salt, you're just gonna grab some regular salt. That's all I do. So I'm gonna grab this same utensil that I've been using for this one, mix it up. Oh my gosh, guys, I wish you could smell this because it smells so good. It's definitely the cinnamon, the brown sugar doing its job. Once you have your dry ingredients, it's go time, guys. So now we are going to slowly add our dry ingredients. And then we're gonna mix. Then we'll add some more. Then I just add the last batch. So as you can see, guys, it's very much still wet. So that this is kind of the consistency that you want. And then after you cut your apple, you're gonna want them to be in small pieces. So I actually made these a couple of days ago for work. So I'm just gonna toss these in to here. And once you start adding your apples, you just start mixing it. And you wanna make sure you're using Honeycrisp. There are alternatives, but you definitely want a good Honeycrisp apple. Then we're gonna add some more. Somebody that I gave this to, guys, said it kind of tastes like apple pie. So take with that what you will. I don't really love apple pie, but I do love these cookies. So I'm like, hey, it tastes really good. We're ready to go, guys. This looks amazing. Okay, so now, because I made these a couple of days ago, I actually have some butter that I use. So this is just like residue from the cookies that I made this week. I just put some unsalted butter all over the pan. I just think that even though like this is a non-stick pan, but I still think it helps ensure that the cookies don't stick. Okay, guys, so now I'm laying them down on the pan. I'm just using a spoon, and I'm laying them down in really small little scoops, because the way I think about it is, if you know, it's not like they're chocolate chip cookies where people off the bat will know if they're gonna like them. So I definitely like to make them small. I feel like it's more inviting, like somebody might be more willing to try it if they're like, all right, yeah, sure, I'll try it. It's pretty tiny. I am able to lay 3 and they look really tiny, but again, they're really moist and they're so good that honestly tiny is really the way to go. And they don't expand a lot, so that's what's really great about it. We might just need to put in like one more pan, which is what happened last time, so I was kind of expecting that. So I'm just gonna slide them in. And now we're gonna get started on the brownies. You're gonna crack 1 egg. Every time I touch an egg, I have to wash my hand, guys. So for the brownies, you need that 1 egg that I just cracked. Now we're gonna do 1/4 cup of water, and you're just gonna put it right in. And then you're going to do 1/3 cup of oil. Ghirardelli brownies call for 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, but I'm substituting for coconut oil. And then put it in, we'll mix. All right, and then we're gonna open up our brownie box. Title of this video is Can Ashley Make 2 Baking Items at the Same Time Successfully? And dump your brownie in a bowl, and then you're just gonna add the wet ingredients you just mixed in right into that bowl. You're just gonna mix. Maybe I should have used a bigger bowl, but here we are now. And we'll be back once this is fully mixed. All right, and we're back. So this is what you want your batter to look like. And same thing that I did with the cookies, I'm gonna do with the brownie pan. Is I'm just gonna grab some butter that is already open. I'm gonna put it around so it doesn't stick to the pan when it's cooking. I see the finish line. Just gonna do the rest of it with my spatula, guys, just so I can make sure I get everything. What's so funny, guys, is I had a YouTube channel a couple years ago and I made brownies. That was my first video, so I'm feeling pretty nostalgic about it. Thank you, Franny. Thank you, cameraman. He is saving me. Once it's in there, I just give it a little bit of a shake so that it spreads out. So now we have our brownies. So now I'm gonna put them in. So brownies, I usually do the time that it says. It says 39 minutes. Well, it gives a range. By 39 minutes, I feel like it's good. So these might take a while, but I'm gonna put them in the oven now. All right. And as we can see, the cookies are still a little bit too soft. So we're gonna leave them in for a little bit longer. We're gonna be back when I take out the cookies. Okay, So we're back. So I'm pretty sure my cookies are good. It took a little bit longer than usual, but I've been checking them and I'm going to show you guys exactly how they should kind of look. See them? Like, I feel like they're getting golden around the edges, so I'm just going to let them sit and they look amazing. And they smell so good, guys. So we're gonna let them sit for a little. I'm probably gonna add them to like a little tray, and then I'm gonna put in the rest of them, and then those will be good. Guys, how did I sign myself up for this? It's freaking midnight! Alright, well, the good thing is that I think these brownies are done, guys. Alright, so brownies are looking good. I'm just gonna let them set. The rest of the apple ones are almost done. Yeah, I think, no, they might need like another second. Please, I just want to be done. Alright, so brownies are done. I'm gonna let them sit there for a little bit, and as you can see over here, I already put some of the apple ones in the container. So yummy. Okay, so I'm gonna check back in when the rest of the apple ones are done. I think we're finally done, guys. So now we're just gonna take out the apple cookies, and I cut my brownies too early because I got impatient, and now they look crazy. All right, guys, so cameraman is coming out of his duties and he's gonna try some of my desserts. He's not sugarcoating here, all right? This is Gordon Ramsay approved.
Oh, that is 100% execution on the display for Gordon Ramsay approved. He might actually tell us to chuck that out the window. Mmm.
Good?
That's really good. Not too sweet. Tastes like... It literally tastes like McDonald's apple pie. No joke. Just like, not as sweet. I mean, it's still sweet though. Nah, it tastes like McDonald's apple pie. Just more cinnamony and fresh. Big bite. My God. 10 out of 10.
Thank you so much for joining me on this crazy journey where I had to take the longest pause of my life to please ask my brother to get me brown sugar to then continue my baking. But we got it done. We made brownies and we made some yummy apple cookies. I'll see you in the next video. Comment down below if you try one of these recipes. I'll make sure to leave a more detailed description down below. But I really appreciate you if you stay the entire video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.